Hello everyone, today I will be showing you how to do this frontal install using Queen Bean collection bundles. So this is a clip of me just plucking the frontal beforehand. I didn't make a detailed video of it because I don't have a specific way that I part and it's not like a detail. I just pluck and look back afterwards of like how I'm doing so far. But once I figure out like the method and how to describe it, I will be showing y'all a video, but it won't be coming no time soon. Okay, so now we're on to the braiding part for the foundation. For a frontal install, you just do straight backs, and I had already did the rest of the braids, and I just recorded the last braid that I was doing because I wasn't about to include the whole clip because the video will be longer than what it is actually now. Okay, so now for the bowl cap method, you just want to get a nude cap, either a white one like this or a nude one so you can be able to put makeup on it. And then you're going to want to pull it over your client's ear to cut a hole through it so it can be secured down and it's like flat. So this is the part where I show y'all how to cut through the ears, and then you're going to use the Got to Be Free spray to spray over the hairline. You want to try to prevent it from dripping down. So when you go to cut the cap off, you literally are cutting right in front of her hairline and you won't have to do like too much extra cutting.
Girl, don't. Okay, let me. What? Here you go, about to be acting crazy. It's always.
Cause that picture like had me on wet. Cause I was like, first of all.
Do you want a mixing bowl and brush? You have one? Do you have a mixing bowl? Oh, I like the plate better because it's like everything is on the flat. And I can really just get everything. Oh, really? With the brush, like the brush? You don't like the brush either? Knife is way better because it like literally, it don't get too much ink. Okay. In the bristles. Yeah. Because I used to do it with the back of the spoon. Back of the spoon's still good, but I'm about to say, I would think the back of the spoon would be better. Because this is flat, so you make sure you get all the product. Okay. Really like do it like that. Like putting on a slice of bread. Mm-hmm. I get it. That's inventive. Do you know you just invented something? Get inside the bristles, making sure no extra bleach is in there. Yeah. Look at the door upstairs, because she went upstairs. Oh, that's the trash. Oh, she's trash. Okay, so now I'm cutting off the cap, and you see how I told y'all when y'all spray the Got to Be Free spray, literally like right on her hairline and a little bit in front. When you go to cut it, it's right in front of her hairline, and it's not at a point where you have to use the rubbing alcohol to like pull it back and cut where her hairline is. But you just use a concealer or foundation that matches her skin tone to put on the cap. So when you go to part the hair on the frontal, it's more seamless and it actually seems like scalp. So a trick that I do to make sure that the cap isn't like rolling back or like some pieces are laid down flat, I spray Got to Be Free spray on the rat tail part of the comb, and I literally like roll it down, but you also have to have your client blow dry it while you're rolling it down so the cap doesn't start to roll back. But you're going to add foundation or tint your lace so it's able to blend in with your client's skin tone. Usually I either use makeup or Taylor Crown's tint, and I will add a picture of that. But you just want to use the shade closest to your client or maybe a shade darker because you don't want a light white lace whenever it's light out. Okay, so like I told y'all before, you're gonna have to do like a little bit cutting to make sure the cap is like flat. So you want to cut off any pieces that are like lifting up, or any pieces of when you go to lay the frontal down, you can see like pieces of cap. And I think in one of the clips you'll be able to see like some of the lace through the frontal, and I went back and I cut it off because you want it to be seamless when you go to lay the frontal down. You don't want to see the cap. So you're going to want to use rubbing alcohol to clean off the excess oils on her hairline, and before the cap, make sure you do not get it on the cap. And then I go in with my bowl hold skin protectant, spray it on like a paper towel, and I clean that area off too, so I'm able to apply the glue, and she won't have like any irritation, and the frontal will be able to lay flat and not be lifting up. So for the gluing process, it's self-explanatory. You just want to get whatever glue that you prefer and put 3 to 4 layers of the glue onto the cap and the forehead, like you use a good whiff. And you want to make sure that you're smoothing it out and that it turns clear before you apply the next layer. And before you lay the frontal down, once you put the 3rd layer, you want to make sure everything is clear and there's like no thick clumpy pieces. You would like want to smooth that out, because if you don't, your frontal will not lay and it will be lifting up. So just make sure you're using up to 3 layers and you're putting a good whiff and you're just smoothing it out to make sure that it's distributed throughout the cap and the, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Just make sure it's like, smooth out, and yeah. So when laying your frontal down, you really want to pull the lace down into the glue and use your comb to like lightly comb the lace into the glue, and have your client hold the sides to make sure everything is held down and not going anywhere. And you want to use your blow dryer on warm or high heat to help ensure that the lace is melted. So after I laid the lace into the glue, I use an elastic band to help lay down the frontal and make sure it's not going nowhere while I sew the rest of the bundles in. Okay, so now that the bundles are all sewn in, I took off the elastic band and we're going to cut slits into the frontal. And make sure we cut as close to the hairline as we can get. But I'm also going to go in and cut off the excess pieces that I see are still there. So now we're beginning to start to work on the sides. So I don't put the glue down by the ears until I am able to cut the ear tabs off, so we don't have the extra lace. So I cut it off, and then I'm going to lift it up and make sure I put the glue where the hair is, because I don't like to put the extra glue because you have glue all on the client's ear. So I just do the sides last after I make sure everything else is glued down. Okay, so now this was like later on in the day because she works overnight. So as long as we had got it glued down, she tied it down with her scarf, and then she had came back later that day, and I made sure I cut off the extra lace that I saw was there. And I use like my nails, but I also use like tweezers to help lift up the lace. And I just make sure I get as close to the hairline as I can get to make sure that it is just like natural looking, and like, because I hate when people leave extra lace. So you just want to make sure you're cutting off extra lace. If you cut off a few hairs, that is fine. That is not going to hurt nobody. Just make sure you're getting the extra lace, because that does not look good. Okay, so right now I'm just using the tweezers to peel off any extra glue that I see. And then we're going to start on the baby hairs. So baby hairs, like, it's either you're going to do them and work on them and make sure you get them the right way, or just don't do them at all. So since I didn't want a defined part and I just wanted there to be curly and just everywhere and just nothing like put together, it was hard trying to figure out how we should do the baby hairs, because it's like you don't have a part to help you guide and imagine how you want it. So we just played around with it, and I didn't like how it was looking, and I'm like, no, we're about to not do baby hairs. And then I was like, I'm gonna do dramatic baby hairs how I did on my hair. We're gonna see how it turns out. Alright, so I'm sorry about my dog, but this is the dramatic baby hairs I was talking about. So we just played around and got it to fit her face. And then you take Got to Be Free spray and spray it on the baby hair and hairline, and use the elastic band to lay it down while you style and do whatever. But I also went back and like plucked the hairline more, so it's like to my liking or my client's liking. But yeah, I just wanted it to look more natural, but I also wanted it to have that sleek look. Even though I didn't want no defined part or anything to be like perfect and in place, I still wanted it to be sleek. I want you to see how natural her hairline was. So you're going to see how I use the Got to Be Free spray to spray it on the hairline, and take a either soft or hard bristle brush to brush and smooth the hair back with my hand and give it like a bump. But I'm also going to spray it with water to help with the volume, and I'm going to use mousse to help scrunch the hair, and I have like curl refreshener that I use. But we also sprayed the Got to Be Free spray all over the hair to keep the wet look, because we were trying to keep it with the mousse in it, just was not working. So I advise using Got to Be Free spray if you want the wet look to stay. Okay, so this is a finished product. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And I will also link my Instagram accounts down below in the description, so you could be able to follow me and see like pictures and videos of hairstyles that I do, and You can also click the link in my bio to purchase the hair that's in this video. This is Brazilian Deep Wave, and it's 10-inch frontal, 10-inch bundles, and I also put the 12-inch towards the top so we can have the volume but also keep the short lock. Thank you and have a blessed day.